This woman starts her workday by climbing a mountain, and you can too. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Virtual Coffee Chat with Luis. I am your host, and let's have a little bit of this lovely espresso. Lovely. Okay. So, it has been brought to my attention that the latest virtual coffee chats have been pretty serious, so let's talk a bit about work-life balance and the awesome things that having a remote job will allow you to do. So, without further ado, I was forwarded a nice article from nationalgeographic.co.uk about what some, British digital nomads are up to, and the article started with a lady that was staying in the island of Antigua in the West Indies, one of those places, as some places that I have referred before. I believe that I talked about Cabo Verde in one of the latest virtual coffee chats. Antigua, similarly to Cabo Verde, is actually attracting digital nomads and remote workers with a no personal income tax exemption for 2 years, which is pretty nice. So this British lady took up the offer, and now, while looking at the Caribbean Sea before working every day, she climbs a mountain. Now, if you have employees, right? If it's actually the boss looking at this, this might sound a bit cliche, but how productive do you think your employees would be? How driven do you think they would be if they actually climbed an actual mountain every morning before work, right? It's not going to happen while they're, living in the city, driving to the cubicle in an office, right? Back to you, the person who wants to work remotely. How cool would it be if instead of starting your day with a trip to the gym, and I'm sure that your gym is really nice, right? Or, lifting some weights in your living room, playing with your Wii Fit, and again, I'm a fan of Wii Fit, but what about getting out of your Airbnb or some such, renting service the house and looking at a mountain and climbing it, right? How much more energized would you be, right? How would that improve your work life on a scale of 1 to 10, right? It doesn't have to be climbing a mountain. I just think that climbing mountains is so cool. In my case, I do the beach, right? You wouldn't know for my fair complexion. I do use mustard like amounts of sunscreen, right? Because of it. But very often I enjoy starting my work day with a trip to the beach, and if the water is not unbearably cold, I dive in, right? I swim a bit. It's very lovely, and I have this possibility because I work remotely, as do many of the people that I've been interviewed for the actual National Geographic article. So some years back, there was the concept of lifestyle design was popularized, right? I think that the biggest proponent of that, in fact, I think that the person who created the term lifestyle design was Tim Ferriss with his 4-hour work week. I really like that book, but it's not for everybody, right? Even though everybody will certainly enjoy the lifestyle, the book is essentially about becoming an entrepreneur and generating, passive income so that you can then have the freedom. But that's tough, right? It's tough for many people. I know that some people argue that it was possible way back when the book was announced, and it's much harder now because there's much more competition for eyeballs in the internet. Some would say that there's always the opportunity, if you learn how to do things right and if you apply. But some people, I believe many of the people watching this, really don't feel comfortable being their own bosses. Let's say they like to work for a company that provides them with reliable income, just do their work, do their best work, deliver it, and that's it. They don't want to have to think about their business, about having their own business. And that's fine. I actually don't want this to be another one of those video series where I'm saying that the way to do in life is to be an entrepreneur. That's not the point, though. I really, I really value the people who do that. And if you're one of those, more power to you. But some people just want to have a job, and then that creates a conflict with living a fantastic life, living an uncommon, a rich life. And now it doesn't have to anymore, right? One of the things that remote work does is remove that selection, that if I want true freedom to have fantastic, movie-like experiences every day, then I need to create my own business. Remote work has given that possibility to people that just want to have a regular job. So that's a pretty solid, pretty nice, pretty wonderful thing, I'd say. So if you are in the position of offering remote jobs to your employees, please do. I think that you'll find that the way they are able to then design their perfect lives will make them a lot more productive at work. And if you're one of those people that I respect tremendously, that you just want to have your job, right? You want to do it well. You want to get paid for it at the end of the month and not want to worry about it. You can now design an incredible life around it. Just find some place that lets you work from home. That's it for Virtual Coffee Chat with Luis. This show is recorded for thinkremote.com. And if you want to learn how to find an awesome remote job, how to be awesome at the remote job that you find, please visit it, because it has lots of nice guides, news, and how-tos that will let you make the most of a remote job or even find one. And if you enjoyed the video, please have some coffee and then spread the word. Press like, subscribe, and share. See you tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks.